On the south side of the bridge you can see evidence of artificial stone lying in the bed of the river, which may have been the basis of the old ford, or perhaps, more likely, the formation of a weir, ensuring an even flow of water under the bridge to avoid the scouring and undermining of the buttresses. This rocky part of the river was a very interesting place where the children played and fished, amusing themselves in the way children did in days when the village was their total environment and centre of their lives. People didn't travel far, so entertainment and amusement had to be self-created, and the bridge was often the best place to meet. Fishing was never considered poaching, and prior to the Water Authority restricting river flows to top up the reservoirs, the river had a much greater flow of water. This gave greater depth to the numerous pools where abundant trout stocked the river.
Well, there was 2 ways you could lube them. Oh, well, there was 3. Lube them with a rabbit snare and an onion net on a ring. Or you could walk on the river and pick them up.
Is that what they call tickling?
They call it tickling, but actually all you had to do was go in and pick them up like that.
Right.
They were asleep in the middle of the river, actually. Yeah. That was, yeah.
And how were you at the lubing and the catching? Were you a...
Well, we were at it, but we weren't as good as the other people who were at it. The best luber of all was Arthur Looney.
Right.
He was a big catcher.
Yeah. Returning to Cubbins Bridge, this is a typical stone-arched bridge originally built on a wooden frame on which the stonework was selectively placed, with the keystones placed last at the top of the arch to hold the rest of the stones together. The timber frame was then removed from under the completed bridge by setting fire to it. If it was properly built, the bridge would stand. If it wasn't, it would collapse into the river and they'd have to start again from scratch. No collapse occurred and the bridge still stands, carrying traffic which the craftsmen who built it could never have imagined. The bridge was the meeting place for the whole village. It was a common sight to see the walls with their large, flat coping stones acting as communal seating. There was much more rural enjoyment and local occupation options available in earlier days, and Colby was a close-knit community with the common means of transport being a bicycle if you were fortunate enough to possess one. The steam railway was used for special journeys only, and the station master held a very important role in Colby.
It was the place where we all gathered, met of an evening, and played games. And because there wasn't so many cars about then, so we were able to play football on the bridge till there was a car come, and then we had to pack in. And as soon as the car was gone, we started up again. But it was the real hub of the young people's meeting place.
During the 1970s, an attempt was made by the Highway and Transport Board, now the Department of Infrastructure, to pull down the old stone walls and widen the bridge using concrete. Colby rose up at the prospect of having their bridge destroyed. On the morning the highway workers arrived, complete with bulldozer, to commence demolition, 2 local men sat on the wall and said they were prepared to be bulldozed with the bridge.
It was part of the parish. That was our meeting spot, and well, that was more or less it. And there was 2 or 3 of the local commissioners at that time. Went and sat on the bridge and stopped it being widened. And they were pretty adamant on what they were going to do. This was a case of, we've got to stop this, we can't have that at all. So that's when the sit-in started.
Arbury Parish Commissioners supported the protest and the work was halted. government were forced to reach a compromise and the bridge was saved from destruction.